Hey everybody, my name's Jasmine and I work in HIV prevention with the State Health Department. I'm here today with my friend Seneca, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about HIV in our community.
So what's going on with HIV? Why do we even really need to talk about this?
HIV is a very serious sexually transmitted disease. People get it from, unprotected sex and by sharing contaminated needles. Now, in case y'all didn't know, unprotected sex, we're talking about sex without a condom, and that can be between a man and a woman, two men or two women. And the way HIV works is that the virus attacks the body's immune system so it can't fight off other diseases. So once you have HIV, there is no cure, and you have it for the rest of your life. Now, the truth of the matter is HIV affects everybody, but it affects African Americans and other minorities a lot more than whites. Like, right now, young African Americans are about 16 times more likely to have HIV than whites.
That's a lot of people.
It really is, and a lot of people with HIV don't even know they have it because they've never been educated on it or even tested.
Seems like a really big deal. What do you think everyday people like you and me need to know about HIV?
Well, there are a couple important things that everybody needs to know about HIV, like how you can get it, how to protect yourself, and how to know if you have it. And we'll get into it a little bit more after a word from our sponsors.
Now what? You get real. You get tested for HIV and STDs. So next time you're all caught up, slow down and use protection. It's all about knowing your STD status and being prepared. By North Carolina Public Health.
So how can you get HIV?
Well, it's like I said, you can get it during unprotected sex with an infected person or by sharing needles contaminated with HIV. Mothers can also give it to their babies when they're born or when they're breastfeeding, and sometimes you can get it by coming in contact with infected blood. That's pretty rare these days.
So girls can get it from guys during unprotected sex. What about guys?
Goes both ways. Both guys and girls can pass HIV to one another. Anybody can get HIV, and anybody with HIV can pass it on to someone else.
Okay, so are those the only ways you can get it?
Yep, those are the only ways you can get HIV. It's not like you can get it from, kissing or hugging or drinking after somebody, sharing food, nothing like that.
Okay, so if those are the only ways, what do we need to do to keep from getting HIV?
I mean, there are a lot of good ways to protect yourself. The only way to be completely safe from HIV and other STDs is to not have sex and not share needles. But if you are going to have sex, condoms are a great way to go. You can use male condoms or female condoms, either work, and as long as you use them the right way, you should be pretty safe.
Okay, you said using the right way. I mean, is there really a wrong way to use condoms? As long as you're using them, you should be protected, right?
Well, if you are going to have sex, you have to make sure they're used properly so that they don't leak or break or slip off or anything like that. And to be truly protected, you have to make sure they're used every time during every sexual encounter, start to finish.
Okay, so let's say someone had sex but they didn't use condoms and they're worried that they may have been exposed to HIV. What should they do to know if they really have it or not?
The only way to tell is to get tested. There are a lot of places around that'll do it for free, and it's always done privately and confidentially. You can't tell by looking at someone who has HIV and who doesn't. So if you're worried about getting exposed, or if you've been exposed in the past, go get tested just in case. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
We are women, and as women, we will take charge of our health.
Taking charge of our health is our best protection.
I mean, don't we deserve to live free of HIV?
HIV?
Know this, being in love is not a proven method of HIV prevention. So get your head out of the romantic clouds.
Get real. Get tested.
And take him with you. You're going anyway, right?
Log on to fox50.com for free testing sites by North Carolina Public Health, Duke Medicine, and UNC Healthcare.
That seems easy enough. Now, I heard a lot of things about HIV, but I'm not really sure if they're true.
Like what?
Like, there's a cure for HIV, but it's really expensive, so only rich people can get it.
Nah, that's definitely not true. There is no cure for HIV yet. Once you have it for the rest of your life. There are a lot of medications that people can take so that they can live a long, productive life with the disease. But it's still important that they continue to protect themselves and whoever they're having sex with by using condoms.
Okay, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that people say about HIV that just aren't true.
Like what?
I've heard people with HIV say, yeah, I may have HIV, but it's not like I can pass it on to anybody because I'm not that sick.
But that's not true, right? Because you said no matter if someone looks sick or not, they can still pass it to someone else.
Exactly. That's why it's so important for people to continue to protect themselves by using condoms.
That's good to know that just because someone doesn't look sick or not, they can still pass HIV to someone else. Now, I've heard other things about HIV, and I really think they're true.
What you got?
Like, I heard that you shouldn't sit on toilet seats after someone else because you can get HIV as well as other STDs like that.
No, that's not true either. They're called STDs because they're sexually transmitted diseases. HIV and other STDs can't be passed through toilet seats. They can only be passed on the way we already talked about. Now it's time for a reality check, so we'll be right back.
I'm Dr. Jeff Engel. Approximately 35,000 North Carolinians are living with HIV disease. Other sexually transmitted diseases like syphilis are serious health issues in our state. Someone you know may have HIV or another sexually transmitted disease and not even know it.
Get real. Get tested.
We care about you and the health of our communities. Know your health status. Know your partner's health status. Get real. Get tested.
For free testing sites, log on to GetRealGetTested.com by North Carolina Public Health.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that all up. Is there anything else you think we need to know?
Well, guys, what it all comes down to is that there are a lot of different kinds of sex that go on between people. And it's important that no matter what it is, it always involves condoms.
Well, I don't have any more questions, and if you guys have questions, you should contact your doctor, a local health center, or you can just click on the link below for more information. Now we have something that we need for you guys to do. Just answer a couple of quick questions about the conversation that we had today, and then also to take a quick survey to see if you're at risk for HIV. After completing both, you'll be given a certificate to gain access for the Radio 1 Music for Life concert on December 4th. So answer the questions, and we'll see you there.